All right, hello everyone. So it's Friday. Now, normally I don't work on Fridays, as you know, but as a courtesy, if I can, I always put the Astro Hours and a video on in the early hours of the morning as I'm up and running. Now, I've already put the Astro Hours onto the website, so you can check them out. It's 7:26 my time. These were the Astro Hours from yesterday. I said on Wednesday this would be a target. On Thursday, I said we should sell. If the market's high, we can sell. And if it comes down here, it's because the market bought as well. Why? Because I did mention the market is going sideways, didn't it? So I said the market is going sideways as well. So any buying, you have to come down and buy here on the lower levels, as you can see. All right, so that's that. Let's just get this back into a color that we can recognize properly. Let's do it like this. Okay, so this is a zone which we talked about. And as you can see, the market came. This was the news. I said the news was a bit tricky, and at the news, I didn't have anything. But after the news, as you can see, the market picked up. Let's go back into the 15-minute chart. And that's your 15-minute chart. As you can see, that's the Astro hour there. Those two bars are the Astro hours, and the market, as you can see, went up nice and easy back into this zone. So, if you're just trading it, like if you learn technical analysis from me, you know what the markets are going to be doing. Okay, they're going. So the tops and the bottoms is what you're going to be doing when you're trading with astrology. Now, this day today, and let's take a look here. Okay, so this is how the market was yesterday. As you can see, I did say the market, if it's going to turn, it likes to take a sideways motion. So, selling the high, buying the low, selling the high, buying the low is not a bad idea. And also went down nice and easy. So selling again, can we sell again on a Friday? Well, Friday is a swing day. So if the market goes back up again, we can. If it comes down before going up, right, then according to the hours, we can kind of, I think, go back with that. Okay, so what does that really mean? If we come down first, we can go up. If we go up first, we can sell. But obviously, selling is like looking like a better option. And the PST level is 77 for that today, which is 2,200. All right, so if we come up to 2,200, which is, wow, it's all the way up there actually, 2,200. Would the market do that? You never know. So 2,200. I'm going to keep it up there because the PST level. Okay. And what else I'm going to do is, because the market's going sideways, the only thing we can do really is if the market goes up to sell kind of down. But this 77, we need to be careful about because it could go up, sweep all the stops, and then we could just all get smashed out, and the market would love that. All right. Now remember, the market is breaking upwards, so there's room to go up. So, okay, so if the market comes down, buying is not a bad idea at all. Where else can you buy? Well, look, this is the Asia session support. So if the market comes down here nice and easy, you can. Just note this hour here is 6:40 my time. Now here, as you can see, we've got a bunch of hours here, but the most important one, I think, is 2 and 3 o'clock. Okay. And then from 2 and 3 o'clock, the market will move to 5 o'clock. Okay. And from there on, the market should make some kind of it should make some kind of a pushy move into 640. But this pushy move is done by a planet which is a bit dodgy. All right. So you're going to have to keep your eye on it. Okay. And that should take us to 8:12 to, well, not 8:12, 8:15. It should take us to 8:15 and 8:30 right here. Okay. When it takes us to there, this is a place where the market can turn around. Okay. And if it's a good price, it's worth taking. And then the market should follow into a target price, which is 23.50 my time. So between 10 and 11.50. Basically, it should go until that level. If this is a high price, selling here is not a bad idea. So if this is low, buying is not a bad idea. Okay, so we could go up, come down, go up, come down kind of thing, according to those astro hours. All right. I don't know if I made myself clear, but it's not rocket science. Okay. So depending on the situation, which can be drawn like this. Okay. So this could be the motion of the market. Okay, going like this. So if we come down first, going up into there and then selling off is not a bad idea at all. All right. Alternatively, it could be like this. We could have this as well here, pushing up and then coming into there to go up into there. That's also possible. But, because it's based on the hours, which is just nice and easy, as it unwinds, we'll know exactly what's going on. Okay. And that's that. So that's for gold. Let's take a look at euro dollar. Now, euro dollar, beautiful fall down. Now, if you'd entered this, look at yesterday's hours. All right. Let's do this. Now, yesterday's hours were pretty cool, as you can see. This is 3:30. As you know, I had 2 o'clock. That's your 2 o'clock there. All right. So the market is just hanging around there. We had 1 o'clock. That's your 1 o'clock right at the top of the daily pivot right there. Okay, so selling at the daily pivot right under there is not a bad idea. So remember, euro dollar Thursday and Friday were swing days, right? So this is a beautiful push down with the news, okay? And coming all the way into, what did we have? 7 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So this is your 7 o'clock. 5 o'clock is there, okay? And if you take a look at this on an hourly chart, okay, you know why the market's down here. Okay, so it's just common sense. Okay, so the market's pushing down. Okay, as you can see, it broke that level. So this was one level, and once it broke it down nice and easy. But remember, Friday's also a swing day. So Thursday, big push down into Friday. Okay. So I hope you guys got that. And remember, with the euro dollar, we like thinking about here, selling is okay. And I talked about this zone as well before. So as if the market comes up, astro hours, you're at a point, just sell it off nicely into the targets there. As you can see, if you're using your ATAM as well, the targets are just, there. Okay. Yesterday, this was not the setup. Okay. Yesterday, what was the setup? It would have been, that would have been over. That is the setup, yeah. Okay, so that, once that day's over, we would have had that blue line there. So that broke down 63 there. So once the breakdown also happened, as you can see, bang, here as well. Market just breaking that zone. So you wouldn't have bought here because there's no astro hours here, you see. And this was the level we marked in, and then it broke out. So once it breaks, news, that's basically it. And then we had, what did we have? 840. Well, which is pretty much here, isn't it? 840 is there. This is the 840 there, right? It's a 15-minute chart. So 830, 840 is there. And then from there, if the market turned around, I did say if it turns around, it should go to 11, and that's your 11. Okay, 11 to the closing. So that's there. Okay, pretty much. Okay, so now what? Euro dollar. I think we've got room to come down. If we go up a little bit, HCL1 1.0897. 1.0897 is up here. So 0897. 0897 is there. So if we come back up here, selling in this zone on the daily pivot is also okay. And just shoot it down. Okay, if we go up here into the weekly, just you can sell off and continue with that. Is this going to be, let me just tighten this up a little bit. What do we have here? So that was the range, market retests high and sells off. That's fine. So if we go back up again, selling is okay. The low of the week on this one last week was all the way down here. All right. So possibly coming back into that zone. But you got to be careful here because those targets are already done. So a bit of an up move to push down is a better option. 42.45 is going to be a target for you. That's going to be 1.0838, 0851. So 0838 is going to be here. And 51 is there. That's where you'll be managing trades. All right. So as the market pushes down. So those are potential targets to kind of like push us down here. That's a good impulse wave. That's a runner. Okay. So we want the market to test up a little bit, take out maybe stops, fill in the gap, come to 0897, Astro Hour, sell it down. SP 500, nice and easy. Once again, guys, Astro Hours, let's double check. This is what? The 1 hour chart, 15 minute. Let's turn it in there. This is your 15-minute chart. Remember the 1 o'clock? We had 1 o'clock. That's your 2. Let's see what we had. We had 2 o'clock and 1 o'clock. So that's your 2 o'clock. This is your 1 o'clock right here. Okay. So if you're selling at 2, 1 o'clock, then that's before the news, obviously. So before the news, it's a bit tricky, as you know, but the market just did exactly what I anticipated. So no big deal. And then we've got 5 o'clock here. As you can see, the market stalled. And then we've got 7 o'clock here. As you can see, that's your 7 o'clock right there. And then 7 o'clock, market pushing down. And I did say there could be a sudden push down into 840. All right. That's your 840 bar there. As you can see, 830. And then 905, I did say 905, that's your 905 bar here. And I did say from there 11 o'clock, that's your 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock there. Well, we had that dip. I was just slightly off there. Okay, so basically that was the whole idea. And if you got it right, fine. So what to do, if you take a look at the daily chart now, we're pretty skewed up here. The first support of the day is going to be 55, which should break this because that's 5,124, which is going to be just under there, just under that 5,126. Let me just get rid of that. And then we've got what? HCL1. So I've got 5,109 and 5,124. So 109 and 124. 109 and 124 is right there, as you can see. All right, so no big deal. So the market should actually come down and retest. So if we go up, selling, I don't think is a bad idea. Selling again from this zone is okay. There's a bit of a gap here, as you can see. Okay, so selling is not a bad idea if the market pops its head up a little bit more. All right. Now, obviously, there's some bias here. Now, remember with the SP 500, guys, what do we got here? With the SP 500, I did say Friday's a swing day, but remember Dow Jones and NASDAQ was Thursday swing day, right? So Thursday, nice swing day. It goes higher than Wednesday. It makes a sweep in the London session, and New York is just downtown. Okay, so that was a sweep in London. All right, New York opens up here. This is pre-New York session. Beautiful sweep, market coming in, beautiful sell location, and market just selling off. You could have done that with a nice tight little stop loss. Okay, and the market coming all the way down into this zone. Beautiful move. All right, and that's what I mean. So if we go up a little bit more, or even from this zone, I think is okay, but there's a bit of a gap here. So maybe the market might just go up a little bit. Where you want to see that sell-off is maybe around here in this zone there. All right, if it does come into this zone at an Astro hour, selling is not a bad idea to follow it through. If it keeps going down first, okay, then obviously this is going to be your first target zone here. But if it breaks this, okay, I wouldn't muck around with it too much, because as you know, if it breaks a PST, depending on how it's breaking it as well, sometimes it'll just break and close below it. You don't want to muck around. We're already at highs here. So the market is like really kind of like, well, what are we going to do now kind of thing. And I think we're going to sell now kind of thing. All right, so selling the highs is not a bad idea. Let's take a look at Dow Jones and NASDAQ because they're going to be the same. Okay, and that's that. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. Same kind of thing, guys. Okay, that's your 2 o'clock. What's that bar there? That's 3:30. Okay, which I didn't have 3:30, mind you. All right, and that's your 5 o'clock there, as you can see. So nice and easy. Market comes down. I marked this target level yesterday. If you're following the videos, if you're putting your targets in, you should be okay. All right, and that's basically it. I can't think of anything else. Okay, this is nice. Yeah, I warned you about this location here. Why? Because I said this is a sell zone. And see how the market looked closed. See how the market closed within. Okay, that bar there, and then goes up, takes out the stops, and then closes down. So this was like, okay, we're kind of like, if you take this as the body, all right, open and close kind of thing. As you can see, that is how it is. Now here, you don't want to do anything. It's 51, and it's a support 38,853. So intraday buyers 38,853. You're going to test this level here, 38,853, which is pretty much there. All right, which Asians have done. All right, so the Asia session work. There's a bit of a gap here, and the low is here. So this thing will probably break. Okay, 38,822. Let me just bring this 38,822 is going to be around here. So once this zone breaks, which I think it will break, if it closes below, more likely we're going south than north. So, any push up is good to sell, in my opinion, then. Okay, and that's how it is. On the weekly as well, as you can see, we've done that breach. So the market, can still sell off. Now it's Friday, so I don't trade on Fridays mostly, unless I see something like really juicy. But in any case, if you're trading it, then that's what you can do with it. If there is news, just check it out, because I haven't checked it out. But that's how it is. All right. That's Dow Jones. So also a beautiful sell-off coming right down into our targets. So if you sold off and came to the targets, got out of the trade, you should have been just fine. Okay. That's that. NASDAQ, I'm thinking same kind of thing. Let's do this into a 15-minute chart. So NASDAQ, same kind of thing, guys. As you can see, nice and easy here at 1 o'clock. Your 1 o'clock is here, and your 2 o'clock is here. If you've missed it, I've already said it a few times. The server hour of the platform is the same as my local hours. So these match fine until we go back to winter time zone. They're now equal. So this is all good, coming right down into the Astro hours, and it's just a bingo trade coming to there. Now, on the daily, we've got this breakdown. So that gives me confidence that we should be selling. And that also shows me here there are no gaps here. So the market can keep pushing down. So at an Astro hour, me wanting to sell is quite logical, right? And this is going to be the 9 o'clock here. Is going to be the first Astro hour. And, I don't mind if the market comes up a little bit, I don't mind selling off. If it breaks down on any pull-up, I rather sell, because with a PST breakdown, that's the way I think we should go. Okay. Now, and then you got targets here. According to the PST, your first target where you can cover that trade is 17,814. 17. I'll keep that there. 17,814 is right there. And then the others will be lower, obviously. Then we've got the HCL1, 17,649, which is going to be down here. All right. And that's going to be even lower than that. Why? Because that's 37. 37 is 17,529. 17,529. All right, so down here. So we've got targets nice and easy. I think pushing down is the way to go. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to check the news. And it's not a bad idea to check the news, all right, every day. And if you miss the news out and not trade, that's fine as well. So yeah, today there is no news. That's Thursday, and it's all been done, and that's nice and easy. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now, with Bitcoin, as you know, the highs, I don't like to do any buying at the highs. Even if I'm intraday trading on anything, I don't like to. Oh, there we go. That looks like a common sense trade. Okay, so this was the zone I talked about yesterday for intraday buyers. Beautiful breakdown, comes back into that zone that I marked in, and then sells off. What time did they do that then? 3:20 in the morning. Wait a minute, that's today. Let's take a look. So that's 1 o'clock yesterday is right there. Okay, so that's your 1 o'clock. Actually, 1 o'clock is on that bar there. And then we've got what, 2 o'clock? Let's see where 2 o'clock is. Well, it's just 2 o'clock on that bar. So the market just came down nice and easy, pulled back. It broke that level, as you can see, and then back down. So that looks like they're putting a bit of pressure on Bitcoin, which is fine. That's how it's supposed to be. And a lot of people who now got into that trade there, okay, like buying here, that is just, that could even be the kiss of death, okay? If it closes, okay, so if we close the week below that, okay, it could be the kiss of death, which means you'll just get boom, 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 coming all the way down here. All right, so this will be your first level, which you will be coming back into when that happens, okay? And that's that. So that's the breakout. That's going to be the pullback in, and it should go lower into that zone. So be mindful if they sell off or anything. And that's how it is. I marked these levels before. We'll get there once the pullback happens. But I always say don't buy the tops. That's just silly. If you're a buy and hold kind of person, I think we will see it down. Okay, I think we will see it down. And then, maybe end of April, if it's down, you can give it a go and buy at a good price. That's all, folks. Have a good weekend.